Now, a while ago, you guys may recall that I made a video talking about iconic Star Wars characters that are bad in Galaxy of Heroes, and Cad Bane was on that list, and I'm happy to say, ladies and gentlemen, he is getting a rework. Woo! Now, how much better is he than before? We'll talk more about that in this video, but we also have some more big bounty hunter news. We're getting Aurra as a new character, and the Hound's Tooth, which is Bossk's ship. Now, stay tuned. Tomorrow, I'll have videos covering both of those topics, but today, let's cover the new changes to Cad Bane and what he brings to the table after his rework. Now, one of the first changes you may notice is a very minor difference if you care about these minor things, but his artwork did change ever so slightly. His character icon looks a lot sexier than before, and he also looks a lot meaner. Other than that, his animations are still the same and whatnot, but what has changed are the stats of him as well as the kit for Cad Bane. Just a quick summary on some stat changes with Cad Bane. His health is staying the same. Unfortunately, his speed is still the same. One of the slowest characters in the game, 125 speed, assuming you have gear 12 plus. The big change that Cad Bane got, which was drastically needed for some survivability, was his protection. Before, he had 15,086 protection, and now post-patch, he's going to get 37,261, so pretty much 100% plus upgrade. And another thing to point out is Cad Bane has no Zetas whatsoever. Unlike characters like Embo, IG-88, Bossk, who have multiple Zetas, Cad Bane has nothing, and that could be a good or bad thing depending on how you look at it. Let's start talking about the abilities and work our way to the first one here, called Gunslinger. Let's talk about what the abilities actually do now. Cad Bane's going to get a 65% chance to attack again, and he inflicts a new debuff called Accuracy Down, which is supposed to help him evade, and if his payout goes off, this should benefit him a little bit and his payout. And now he also gets plus 15% turn meter for each critical hit. Before, he just got a percent chance to gain 15% turn meter. Now you're guaranteed to get turn meter so long as you can land a critical hit, and critical hits are going to be very important for Cad Bane, as we'll see with his unique in a moment. With Stun Glove, we got a couple nice additions that are very much appreciated. Now he can dispel all buffs on this ability, so between Boba Fett, Embo, and Cad Bane, you got a couple good buff dispellers on the team. He can still stun just like before, so Bossk and Cad Bane can stun a lot. We get 50% turn meter removal, and we still have the 100% turn meter removal up against Jedi, so still some of that anti-Jedi stuff here. And here, you would think it would do well up against Bastila, but an application, really hard to make it work. But if the target is debuffed, you get to remove 25% of their max protection, which is stacking, and this attack can't be evaded, and it's very unfortunate they didn't add the clause that says and can't be resisted, because this would be very good up against Bastila and Jedi teams. But the problem is, with the Jedi super high tenacity, very hard to land these stuns. We have a brand new leader ability from the ground up. Before, this was called Hunter's Reflexes, and it was so bad. Now it's called At Your Service, and it sounds like in theory it should be good up against Bastila, but man, an application, really hard to make it work. We get plus 100% potency, and you gain advantage for 2 turns when a bounty hunter inflicts a debuff. And the contract on here, it says inflict 20 debuffs on enemies, so it's not horrible, but against some teams, very hard to do. And when you get the reward, it's okay, and it sounds like, again, it should be good up against Bastila, but man, it's just hard to get the contract going to really see the full light of this. But you get minus 50% tenacity on the enemy for the rest of the battle. For the right price, replaces Jedi Hunter as the unique ability. It got a slight nerf, but a lot of bumps. The only nerf to really point out is that before, he had plus 35% critical chance. Now it's plus 30% critical chance, so not a huge nerf by any means. But now the rest is all bumps. He gets plus 30% critical damage, which is up from 20%, and when Cad Bane inflicts a debuff, he recovers 5% max health and 5% max protection. And when he scores a critical hit, very important here, he has a 50% chance to reduce his cooldowns by 1. So theoretically, Stun Glove has a 3-turn cooldown, and if you can make Cad Bane get 2 critical hits on his basic because he can attack twice, you can hypothetically reset the ability for Stun Glove and use it back to back. So you want to make sure he's landing as many critical hits as possible, so it's important to get those critical chance mods on him. And his payout is just okay, nothing too crazy. When you complete the contract for the bounty hunter leader, he gets a payout of 25% evasion, which is okay, nothing crazy. Evasion bonuses aren't that significant, and if he does evade, he lands he puts a thermal detonator on the enemy for 2 turns, which can't be evaded. And again, it's unfortunate there's not a this can't be resisted clause as well. So let's hop into battle now and show off some Cad Bane gameplay. And you're going to notice I'm not really going to show Cad Bane in the leadership, except when we're going to show some Bastila footage so you can see how he does up against Jedi. But other than that, it kind of feels like Cad Bane's dead weight on a lot of bounty hunter teams. I'd rather have so much other stuff out there, but unfortunately, Cad Bane just seems to be a little bit of dead weight. I'd rather have a character like Imperial Probe Droid in there, or Dengar, or Greedo. And the sad thing is I'm just not really seeing that much with Cad Bane. All right, come on, big hit right here, Embo. Come on, show me what you got. Oh, there we go. The healing immunity should stop the health regeneration a little bit. All right, we got some Cad Bane action. Let's remove all the buffs. We got a stun. Very nice. We're close to finishing off Chirrut. Hopefully we can do that before he cleanses. Doesn't look like it's gonna look good. Oh, yeah, but he's gonna cleanse in a second. Let's see. We'll try to do our best here. Not enough. He's gonna heal himself. Yuck. All right, let's see. Use our basic a couple times. Come on. We need to get the contract going. Don't let him heal at full health. Come on, bounty hunters. Do your thing, guys. Oh, man, it's just unfortunate that Cad Bane is still such a slow character. I mean, all right, we're going to get rid of Chirrut. There we go. That's something. I just don't know if Cad Bane's really helping out. I'd rather have so much other stuff on this team. Let's see if we can, let's see if we can get a big hit on Han Solo. There we go, 14,000 damage, not too bad. Let's see, big hit right here. Come on, Embo. Oh, boom, 14,000 plus all that bonus damage equal to protection. Finish off Han Solo. And the other thing is, as I said earlier, they may have changed some of the damage multipliers on Cad Bane, but his actual stats, his physical damage, for example, didn't really change. So his damage isn't crazy high. It's just okay, sometimes below average, but really I'm not seeing too much with him. Now, we might be able to auto this, but I don't know. I just don't trust this team enough to put it on full auto just yet. Come on, big hit right here. 25,000 damage and the healing immunity. Very nice, very nice. Come on, we got to finish off Baze. Couple more hits. Come on. Cad Bane is just way too slow for me to enjoy anything that he can do. We're going to do this. We're going to hit Commander Luke Skywalker with that. Very nice. Oh, there goes him. Basic 8,000. See, 8,000 on the critical hit and the contract activated. You would hope there's a lot more to offer, but unfortunately, it looks like that his damage output's not that high. I was hoping he'd have a lot more anti-Jedi stuff going on and a lot more damage output, but you're not going to really see that. Come on. Like, see, when you're calling Cad Bane to assist, you would expect a lot of damage, but man, I wasn't seeing good numbers right there, and these battles just last too long. If it wasn't for Embo, I'm not sure if he would have done too well, and Cad Bane just didn't really offer too much. So we're going to wrap up this battle and move on to Jedi Training Race, show some Embo lead, and I think under an Embo lead, Cad Bane is a lot more fun because you're going to get a lot of opportunities for him to use his basic and get a bunch of attacks. So we're going to show some Embo with Cad Bane, and I think Cad Bane under Embo is more of the optimized thing to look for if you're really trying to squeeze the most potential out of Cad Bane here. So because he's going to counterattack and the extra offense output from Embo is amazing for Cad Bane. Let's get rid of the taunt right there. Let's see if we can get some stuns. Very nice. Let's see how much damage we can do. Let's slow it down a little bit. All right, we got some decent damage. I mean, not crazy from Cad Bane, but at least it's something. Let's slow it down again. Let's remove some more turn meter. 14,000 damage, that's all right, and we should be able to finish off Holdo, get rid of all those buffs right there. Got some target lock. If you didn't see my previous video with Embo, if you really want to make the most out of an Embo lead, try to get Probe Droid or the B2 Super Battle Droid so you can get try to clear the buffs out, because if you can't clear the buffs, very hard to get the contract to trigger. Oh, very nice, Embo. Very nice indeed. Embo is just so much fun to use. There we go. Contracts triggered. Let's get an ability block going on maybe Rey. Excellent. Very nice. I mean, I feel pretty good now. We're going to win. And I think the counterattacks for Cad Bane really helped out a lot. This is one of the few situations where it felt like Cad Bane offered something because of all the counterattacks, and he does get a little bit more damage output right there. All right, let's see if we can maybe, let's just see if we can finish off Rey, because BB-8 is going to be a little bit of annoyance. All right. Ooh, come on, don't die. Hey, look at that. Look at Boba Fett. Wow. All right, so this is one of the better battles, showing Cad Bane. Look, again, we got some good damage right there, but he's still a little too slow. If he was a bit faster, a bit more of an agile bounty hunter that's able to quickly evade, if you think about someone that can evade, they're usually pretty quick on their feet, and Cad Bane, unfortunately, his speed is still too slow to see some sort of big benefit out of him. Now, I know, you want to see if Cad Bane is going to be the Jedi killer because his leadership sounds so good up against Bastila, but here's what's going to happen. The problem is, Jedi are so much quicker than Cad Bane and other bounty hunters. That's one of the biggest problems that we're seeing. And on top of that, even though you get plus 100% potency, it's still very hard to penetrate the extremely high tenacity on the other team. And the other problem is, look at all these buffs. We got to get through all these buffs to start seeing anything. And the other problem is you got to rely on L337 so you can try to get some cleansing on your scoundrels, because that's another problem we have. If you're going up against Old Ben or another team like Emperor Palpatine, very hard to clear all that stuff. I mean, all right, so here we go. We're going to try to land a stun on Yoda. I want to get the taunt up, but I'd rather You know what? Let's do this. You know what? We're going to do this. I'm going to get offense up. Try to get a lot of damage. Here we go. We're going to use a special. There we go. Frenzy allowed Bossk to take another turn. Let's see if we can land a stun. Because if we can't land a stun... Nah, no stun. But we got... There we go. We cleared out the protection up. The offense up probably helped out a bit from Bossk. But man, I really was hoping we can land a stun because plus 100% potency on Bossk. So that's going to be our biggest problem, I think, is that even with the high potency... It's going to be very hard to see it mean anything. There we go. Only 2,000 damage. Yuck. That was pretty bad. Granted, we had some offense down right there. Come on. I want to see some more out of Cad Bane. Come on. What can you offer me? All right. Let's see. We're going to let's get some healing immunity on Yoda. 31,000 damage. Very nice. Just got to get rid of this taunt on Old Ben. He should be done. So let's get some healing. Get another taunt. Very nice. We need Embo to clear off the taunt right here. There we go. Cleared off the taunt on Old Ben. Oh, he still has another taunt. All right, well, here's where Cad Bane comes handy. Can we land a stun? Hey, there we go. We got a stun, so that should help out a little bit. Now we... Yoda is just so quick on his feet. It's so hard to see anything happen. Now, I wish I could land an ability block. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Very nice. We got some of that going. Get another taunt up here. Man, it's just... It's very close to having potential. Oh man, we're stuck again behind this. Let's get rid of the foresight. Maybe we can get Cad Bane to finish off Yoda, perhaps? Come on, Cad Bane, this is your moment. You have to do this. Come on. Oh, there we go. Cad Bane did something right there. The double tap right there, the double critical hit helped out a lot. I don't think it's enough, though, to win the battle. Yoda is just the first problem. We spent almost 2.5 minutes dealing with Yoda, and I don't know if that's gonna solve our problems. Perhaps we need some more debuff characters. I mean, Embo isn't really applying any debuffs. I mean, we had L337, so maybe you got to go for a full bounty hunter team. But when I tried a full bounty hunter team, it was very hard to survive. If it wasn't for L337, we'd be obliterated at the beginning of the battle. Here we go. I mean, I think it's a lost battle. Yeah, this is pretty much gonna be a lost battle. There goes Boba Fett. All right, we'll just auto it. So there you go. I don't think Cad Bane is going to be the Jedi killer. It has potential. But the Jedi are too fast. They have too much damage output, too many buffs, and Cad Bane just can't keep up. But maybe against some lesser Jedi teams, this might be beneficial. But people are probably hoping that this leadership was going to offer some sort of Bastila counter, and I'm not quite seeing it. So overall, is he one of the worst characters in the game? I don't think so. I think he's definitely a better character than before. He's a Galactic War character, so very accessible, but it's unfortunate. Doesn't have the Zeta, and that spells out trouble for long-term viability. And I'm not seeing too much use in Arena unless you're doing an Embo lead. You might have some fun of Cad Bane and see some benefit, maybe helpful for territory wars in some circumstance. And we're going to have to see about the Sith rate and the AAT rate and whatnot. I'm not quite seeing it overtly why he would be better, but maybe if you don't have Bossk or Embo, maybe he will serve as some sort of decent bounty hunter character to use in the raids. When looking at all the bounty hunter reworks we got this year and some of the reworks we got in general, it kind of seems like Cad Bane is one of the most underwhelming reworks we've seen in a while. But granted, he is better than before. But let me know down below. Maybe you guys are seeing some potential, or just let me know if you're underwhelmed as well. Again, this is just an initial impressions video, and maybe we'll find some other stuff down the road. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead, leave me a like, comment down below on your thoughts, and subscribe so you're not missing a thing. Stay tuned for tomorrow for the Houndstooth gameplay and Aurra sing. And until the next video.
Yeah. Party Richter, Party Richter. Down, 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 down. Party Richter, Party Richter. Son of a bitch. Party Richter, Party Richter. Down, down, down.